Hello, everybody. We're back and we're going to be doing some entitled parents today. Okay, so we're going to start with the first story. Insert comment about typing this on mobile. Backstory. About 2 months ago, my family got a black Labradoodle puppy. She's now 19 weeks old. She was born on Valentine's Day, actually, and is doing very well. This happened while I was taking her out on a walk through some local fields. Cast, me, I'll let you decide. EM, entitled mother. Kid, looked about 10ish, and then S is shopkeeper. So that's like who is in this story. So far, if you don't know what cast means. So I'd taken our dog on a walk in some fields near our house. There's a path that leads up to a cafe that overlooks the hill nearby. My dog was drinking from a water bowl outside, and I was sitting on a bench browsing my phone. Enter EM stage left. I love these. EM and K climbed over some steps and came towards the cafe. Now I need to point out that my puppy is very overly friendly and thinks everybody we meet is a member of the family. She loves to run up and meet people, to people we meet to get strokes. Like to get pet. I felt her pulling on my leash. This is probably like a British person. So I got up and let her walk over to say hello. Kid. Aw, he's so cute. Can I pet it? Me. Yeah, she's a girl and yeah, he loves meeting new people. EM had been looking at the dog with caution, which I didn't think much of, as some people are obviously scared of dogs. My puppy didn't seem to be bothering her much. Anyway, EM, are you sure it's safe to be walking her in this weather? It's been the hottest weather. Knew it in the UK this week. Me, yeah, she's fine with this warm weather. She loves it. But what if she gets heat stroke or gets ill? I don't think you should be walking her in this weather. As I said, she's fine walking in this weather because her coat is designed to keep cool. Labradors have either normal or double-coated fur. She is double-coated. Yeah, no she's not. We have a dog at home and you should never take him out while it's this hot without shaving their coat. Well, he's probably fine. Okay, but Mom, we don't even have a dog. EM, shut up, kid. Kay shrugged it off and just went back to playing with my dog. Like kids do. EM, look how much she's panting. She's not well. Give me the dog now. She put her hands out so she could get in the lead. Me, what the? No. As I've already said, her coat is designed like this so she doesn't overheat. You can't have her. Entitled parent. Bull. Entitled parent then tried grabbing the lead out of my hand. This was made even more hilarious by the fact that Kid and my puppy were pretty much oblivious to this all and were still playing. At this point, S, which is a shopkeeper, came out as he heard all the commotion. Shopkeeper, what's going on out here?
Shopkeeper, what's going on out here? Me, the thank God. This boy stole our dog and is trying to kill it. Me, that's not true. I was letting her drink and this lady is trying to take her away because she says I'm going to give her heat stroke.
It's important to mention that we go on this route regular, so we talked to shopkeeper before. He looked at the dog and realized it was me. Oh hey, OP, miss. I know it's boy, and if you don't leave him alone, his dog alone, I will be calling the police. Entitled mother. But, yeah, get your butts away, Candace. No buts, now go. EM realized she'd been defeated and pulled on her son's arm to go. As they walked off, her son looked back at me, pointed at his mom, and then did the crazy hand movements with his hand. TLDR, a woman who doesn't own a dog herself thinks she knows better than the owner and tries to steal a dog because apparently it's dying and gets instant karma when she messes with the shopkeeper. Yay! Okay, as you may know, demonetization virus hit New Jersey very hard around April peak. So I had to go to Trader Joe's to get my groceries with my brother. I had a mask and gloves and was social distancing, like a smart person. The line was around the block and I was at the front and I forgot my phone, so I struck up a conversation with my brother. I was looking up and down the line, and and he said and he looked ahead when I saw what seemed to be a Karen. Dun dun dun! I didn't see her wearing a mask or any sort of protection, and her child, around my age, I'm 14, was walking alone. He had mask and gloves and seemed to be distressed. Poor kid probably knew what was going down. Mother was coughing, and I panicked a bit, because I thought it was just climate changing. It was changing climate, and I was cold. Yeah, it's like, spring. She makes it to the front. I was at the front, and she decides to talk to the employee who was letting people in and stopping too many people from going in. Following conversation ensues. EM. Hello, may I please go in? Trader Joe employee. No, ma'am, you have to wait in line you have to wait your turn in line. Ooh, you do not say that to a Karen. EM, please, it's an emergency. I can't let my child go hungry. This is an upper middle class neighborhood, so this child's probably not gonna go hungry. Ma'am, I can't. It's too dangerous to have too many people at one time. We've already had to turn people away for COVID-19 fears. I don't care about this flu going around. I need to get in there. I should know about this flu. I have it at the moment. I went cold and the employee seemed more afraid than I. All I've done to avoid it and know I might get it. My bro and I are introverted and we're kind of afraid of getting into the mess. Poor kid, her child. Mom! Shut it. Pinches his arm. Ma'am, leave. No, I am going in. A bit of spit is my arm in my mask, and she gets escorted out by the other employees. Minutes later, I finish shopping, and a couple weeks later, I feel sick. Never got tested, but I am getting the antibody test. We'll update later on. That's probably a smart person. You got smarted. Good. You good boy. You should get COVID test. This happened in 2007, but another post reminded me. I went on a mission trip sponsored by my former employee in Nicaragua. I think I said that. Actually, wait a minute. Let's look it up. Okay. To give eye exams and free glasses to people in need. After 2 weeks, I was exhausted and just want to get back to Colorado and take a hot shower and a nap. There was about 30 of us on a trip together. We board the plane and everyone gets seated except me. My boarding pass says 14E, middle seat. I'd prefer aisle or window to that, but I just want to get home. I get to my seat and there's an infant sitting there. I'm tired, but I'm still polite. Excuse me, 14E is my seat. I flash my boarding pass to the guy in the window seat. He shrugs at me and the kid goes back to his book. The EM on the aisle, 14D, pulls out her ticket. EM, 14D, this is my seat. Sit somewhere else. EM, frick you, I paid for this seat. Sit somewhere else. That's 14D. Mine says 14E. Did you pay for one seat or two? Do you have another boarding pass for your son? Flight attendant arrives. You need to take your seat, sir. Ma'am, I can't sit down. There's a kid sitting in my seat. EM, this man is threatening me and needs to be removed from the plane. Me, what? How did I threaten you? Sir, we can't depart until you take your seat. He should have to take off the next flight for threatening me. I remember correctly, there was one flight to Nicaragua and one flight out every 24 hours to and from the U.S. That's horrible. I pause and look between the FA and the EM. Me to FA. I'm having trouble locating my seat. Can you help me help me? Hand the flight attendant my boarding pass. Wow, I can't read that.
My apologies for the super stretched out image, since Will obviously couldn't read it too. I'll read it here. The flight attendant hands me my boarding pass back and leaves. Meanwhile, the 30 people from the mission trip are trying to come to my aid, namely the lead chaperone, Janet.
A brief thing about Janet. Imagine an anime character that is sworn to fight for what is good and right and just, but that character is a god-level Karen. Janet, why are you standing? What's going on? Oh, that was probably one of the people from the mission. Okay. Or I'll talk to someone. Who do I need to talk to? Almost all of our stuff got stolen when we got to the hotel in Nicaragua on the first day of the clinic. Passports, clothes, cameras, shampoo. I had my passport and camera on me, but I was one of the few. Janet hulked out at the.
One more thing, I'll read the last part of it because he kind of trailed off. Okay. I had my passport and my camera on me, but I was one of the few. Janet hooked out at the hotel manager and everything magically reappeared. I had seen her go nuclear and I did not want to see it again inside an airplane.
Me to Janet. It's fine. A little bit of confusion. Nothing to worry about. I don't know how you can be so rude. I'll just take the next flight. I'm actually worried that Janet might overhear what's actually going on and yeet this lady and her kid off the plane. I don't know if you know, but I just punched my microphone. FA returns with HFA, head flight attendant. Sir, take your seat, or we can't depart. I can't find my seat. I need assistance. I hand over my boarding passes. HFA didn't need him. Can I see your boarding passes, ma'am? EM hands over a single boarding pass. And the other one? What other one? I paid for this seat. He's rude and needs to take the next flight. Bruh. Flight attendant and head flight attendant whisper. Flight attendant departs for the front of the plane. I'm pretty sure for security, which FYI, the airport's... Oh, wow. Airport security in Nicaragua is literally AK-47 toting army personnel, which it also is in Venezuela. Me to head flight attendant, I just want to sit down and go to sleep. Head flight attendant ignores me. FA returns. FA, come with me, sir. Enjoy your layover in Nicaragua. I'm not taking the next flight. We moved an elderly woman into first class. You can have her seat. It's the first row after the first class. I sit down in my seat with a bit more leg room and pass out. I don't open my eyes till we land in the States. Ooh, that's karma to that. Bleh. So my parents live in a big rural home with a big open garden surrounded by forests. There's a single one-way road along one side. They also own 4 baby pygmy goats. Oh, that's adorable. But my dad's pride and joy. The goats live in a fenced-off corner of the garden, one side being against the road. Bear in mind, this fence is roughly 6 feet high. Okay, so it's like the average. It's a good height for a goat. Because of where they live, they often get dog walkers walking, and people walking past the garden. Naturally, they love to look at the pygmies. Usually, this is no problem at all, as they all respect the property and just look from a distance. Until this lady. Pygmies are loud, and when they're scared, they scream to high heavens. Oh, those are screaming goats. So when we heard them bleeding, we went out to check in there. Bleating, not bleeding. We went to check they're okay. That's when we found a random child in the pen with them. You do not do that. No. Cast. EM, entitled mother. EK, entitled kid. DY, father. The EK is running after the poor goats, trying to grab them and pick them up. The mother, who is on the other side of the fence, just watching. Excuse me. How and why is this child on our property? EM, he wanted to peck the goats, so I lift him over the fence. EK now trying to climb back over the fence, which isn't working because it's pretty flimsy. D, I need you to leave right now. You're trespassing and stressing my pets out. EM, he's not doing anything. He's just playing. There's no sign saying we can't go in. Father, it's obviously private property. Leave, you idiot. Some people are so selfish. I just wanted my kid. My kid wanted to pet them. Why are you being so rude to us? My dad lifts child back over the fence. EM, don't touch my child. How dare you? Don't touch my pets. How dare you? I'm so tired today. I don't know if you can tell. EM storms off, and now there's a sign on the fence saying this is not a petting zoo. No trespassing. No goats were harmed in the making of this post. So this happened 3 years ago. I was renting a basement apartment that I loved. My landlords were great, aunt and uncle of my childhood friend. I lived there for about 3.5 years. Halfway through, they told me they wanted to sell the place, but probably not that soon, since the husband was working on a commercial ship 9 months at a time. I asked them to tell me when they decided to sell. Anyway, 14 months passed and they started the process. Okay, that's pretty normal so far.
Since he skipped one in the last story, I'm just gonna reread it to you right here. They introduced me to the realtors. Everything gets sorted out. Up to this point, everything is going great. Realtors give me 24-hour notice before they bring buyers. I can stay home during the showings or go about my business. I have no complaints about them or my landlords throughout the entire process.
Then one day, I just got back from work and didn't feel like going out again. The realtors came with a family of 5 or 6. It was announced. I just forgot, so I decided to say. The family consisted of mother, father, adult daughter, and 2 or 3 kids. Can't remember. Father was a piece of work. Thing is, I lived in this touristy town on the Mediterranean coast. It was summer. People tried to pull all sorts of cons here. That is very true. Entitled father. I know you said someone lived here, but we hope to stay a couple days and get the feel of the apartment. Realtor. What? This place isn't but red. A person already lives here. Well, I can't just buy something like that, but okay, we can't stay the night. Yeah, sorry, no, you can't live here. I live here. He moves on, measures things left and right, wondering out loud if their large wardrobe will fit into my bedroom. He wants to buy the apartment for his daughter because she wants to go to college here. Eventually, they pack up and leave for the beach. I saw them later. The beach was 2 minutes away from the apartment. The next day, there were no scheduled showings, so I decided to do the one thing everyone does when they would live right next to the beach. Take a nap after work. But before I even my head hits the pillow, someone comes downstairs. There are only 2 basement apartments. My neighbors went a mate for a week. So I get up and go to the door to spy, but even before I make it halfway there, someone rattles the door knob and then 10 seconds later starts knocking. I was really confused and freaked out, so I go to the door and lo and behold, it's the entitled father from yesterday. I do not open the door. Good on you, man. Good on you. Who is it? It's me, EF here from yesterday. What do you want? I want to measure the space in the bedroom to see if my daughter's wardrobe will fit. No, you're not getting in. But I can't buy the place if I don't know. It's for my daughter. Then call the realtor and they have all the measurements on file. I'm not letting you get in. I will buy this place and evict you. Good luck. I have 3 months left on the lease. You can't do that. My landlord's told me if the place sells before my lease is up, the contract will state that I can't be evicted before my lease is up. I already had a place lined up to live. Okay, that's at least good that you already had a place lined up. EF starts cussing out and I hear him go away. I called the landlords and realtors after that. They were all mortified and worried someone like that just came to my place, tried to let himself in, and threatened to evict me. EF did not buy the apartment after because all the landlords refused to ever deal with him again. Realtors told him it was sold. To this day, I believe their plan was to find a place to crash for a few days for a free vacation under the pretext of buying this place for the daughter. I still had to improvise webcams around the apartment to keep an eye on it while I was at work for the remainder of my stay there. I spent the entire summer not feeling safe in my home. Wow, that really sucks. Anyways, I want to thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Sorry this is a little long, but we might fix that in editing. I don't know, like crop it. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching, and goodbye, everybody. Subscribe.